Yeah, guys, if you're new now, click that like and subscribe right now, man. Let's talk about the invitation, man. Bye.
Baby, komm mit mir. Baby, wer lebt mit mir? Ich weiß, du brauchst das. Heute Nacht nur wir zwei, Baby. Vergiss, was dein Nächsten sagt. Hast jahrelang Stress gehabt. Heute wird dein bester Tag. Wer sonst hier Flex so hart mit dem besten Team? Du kannst uns nicht vergleichen mit dem Rest in Wien. Keine Zeit zu chillen, ich muss Cash verdienen. Mehr Kohle, mehr Hater, mehr Sexappeal. So fresh, so clean. Mit dem besten Team. Du kannst uns nicht vergleichen mit dem Rest in Wien. Keine Zeit zu chillen, ich muss Cash verdienen. Mehr Kohle, mehr Hater, mehr Sexappeal. So fresh, so clean.
Alle meine Jungs kommen von ganz unten. Wir machten Moves, keine Tanzstunden. Viele von den anderen Dudes wurden Stammkunden. Kamen nicht mehr weg, Kiefersperre wie bei Kampfhunden. Zu viel gesehen, was willst du mir erzählen? Schon die Pädagogen konnten meine Wut nicht verstehen. Mein Leben weiß Blätter, zu viel blutige Szenen. Ich sagte mir, ich werde Rapper
Right
statt
back,
zur
bro,
Schule
right
zu
back,
gehen.
verse hold.
Kein Hobby, spit das Trio
Yes, finish.
Die sagen, keep it real, sag mir, was hier nicht real ist. Du rappst über Rap, Mutterficker, ich bin es. Boy, hör auf zu haten, broke zu sein ist nichts Schlimmes. Respekt bekommen die, die sich Respekt verdienen. Als Rapper ist der Struggle real und das ist recht in Wien. Haberer, das hier hat nichts zu tun mit West-Berlin. Doch verschwend kein Gedanken daran wegzuziehen, denn ich hab das beste Team.
Du kannst uns nicht vergleichen mit dem Rest in Wien. Keine Zeit zu chillen, ich muss Cash verdienen. Mehr Kohle, mehr Hater, mehr Sexappeal. So fresh, so clean. Mit dem besten Team. Du kannst uns nicht vergleichen mit dem Rest in Wien. Keine Zeit zu chillen, ich muss Cash verdienen. Mehr Kohle, mehr Hater, mehr Sexappeal. So fresh, so clean.
Wir sind Big Boys, wir machen Big Tins. Kein Problem, du kannst deine Freundin gern mitbringen. Schick rechts, schick links, steppe in den Dance und der Drip stimmt.
Saucy.
Nichts als Gelato in meinem Spliff drin. Ich bin's, wenn's irgendwo abnormal hart nach Piff stinkt. Ich und meine Jungs sind am Hustlen, seitdem wir Kids sind. Money over Bitches bleibt das Motto, bis ich rich bin.
Baby, tut mir leid, doch heute komm ich nicht heim. Du weißt, ich mach mein Ding, wenn die Sonne nicht scheint. Die anderen Hunde wollten ihre Beute nicht teilen. Jetzt wollen sie ein Stück vom Kuchen, denk nur sollte nicht sein. Nein, ich denk nur sollte nicht sein. Labels ignorierten, plötzlich wollen sie mich sein. Die Jungs, die sich ganz lustig machten, wollen wie ich sein. Jetzt sind sie vom Club, doch sie kommen nicht rein.
Du kannst uns nicht vergleichen mit dem Rest in Wien. Keine Zeit zu chillen, ich muss Cash verdienen. Mehr Kohle, mehr Hater, mehr Sexappeal. So fresh, so clean. Mit dem besten Team. Du kannst uns nicht vergleichen mit dem Rest in Wien. Keine Zeit zu chillen, ich muss Cash verdienen. Mehr Kohle, mehr Hater, mehr Sexappeal. So fresh, so clean.
Well, what can I say? What can I say? You listen to a very good song, by the way. I know some of you guys don't understand the language. But that's a German language. For those of you who understand it. For those of you who don't understand it, I guess you should learn it. By the way, the new news right here is that the unified heavyweight king of the whole universe, and the Joshua, wants to flatten. Not only listen. He don't only wants to be, listen. He's not planning to beat Ruiz Jr. just to beat him on point. He wants to flatten him, man. He wants to go in there and do some damage on the current unified champion, man. According to Mr. Eddie Hearn, listen. People are saying, why can't Joshua talk for himself? Why does Joshua have to rely on Eddie Hearn to do the talking? Where the thing is that Joshua is not a guy that talk too much. And Joshua is not a guy that actually want to be too lousy, you know what I mean, and talk too loud. Like Deontay Water, we know Deontay Water is a very talkative guy, but sometimes he backs it up. So the new news right here is that Anthony Joshua, the unified heavyweight king of the universe, or you can say the former, but still mile high, is still the unified heavyweight king until Ruiz Jr. beats him in a rematch, and then he can walk free. But right now he cannot walk free because he's got to face Joshua. He's got to go in there and do the same thing. He's got to go in there and prove us right that, hey, that wasn't a fluke. Joshua was at his best. I beat him at his best, and I did it again. So then we can move on and move to the next fight. Shout out to Tony C. He says, good money, love this rematch. Definitely, man. Tony C. What Are you a Joshua fan or Ruiz fan or Water fan? Let me ask you the question first before I proceed to the main question. If you can answer, answer. If not, but before you answer, let me just keep talking about this rematch and other stuff. The thing is that one thing I like is that Joshua is actually working on new things. Okay, you're an AJ fan. Nice to hear that. So, in your own opinion right now, Tennessee, what do you expect from Joshua in the rematch? What do you want him to work on? Like, if you look at the new clip he posted right now, I think it was a few days ago, I guess. Wasn't it? A day ago. So, look at the training clip. He's back in training right now. So, if you just going by the comment alone, you can see a lot of people are saying that, hey, look at this guy, D-Rod, or something like that, says, wow, he's super slow with them hands. Listen, all those guys are beginning to kind of underestimate Joshua, man. You know, it's very surprising to see some people come out of the woodwork and start giving Joshua advice on how to be Ruiz Jr. Some say Joshua is done. Some say Joshua will never be the same. Some say Joshua will never make it to the top again. Listen carefully. You guys are just wasting your time because Joshua is going to come up, is going to come back, and is going to reclaim those belts. Listen, if Ruiz Jr. beats Joshua in a rematch, fair play to him. I respect him. I think he's a good guy. I think he's good for boxing. But I don't see it happening. And if an 8-game Joshua comes to the ring, it will be a do or die. And Ruiz Jr. will have to actually kill Joshua to be able to take those belts back to Mexico. But if he doesn't do that in a rematch, then there's no way he's getting away with that belts. By the way, if you're watching right now, click the like and subscribe button right now. If you're new to the channel, click the like and subscribe. If you like the content, just click the like button. I have not asked you to do anything else other than just click the like button and then finish. That's all. By the way, Tony C, let me read his comment here, live chat. By the way, shout out to Aeon. Says great job. Tony C says, remember what got you to the big dance? Sure, work on words lacking, but different drills for different reasons. I mean, Tennessee, did you watch the interview of Ben Davison? You know, when he was asked about what he thought went wrong, you know, tactically, you know, in the Joshua Ruiz bout, what Joshua did wrong. What are your thoughts about and John? What's his name? Michael Benson, right? Michael Benson or Ben Davison? Ben Davison. The trainer of Tyson Fury. I don't just remember his name. There's one called Michael Benson, which is a journalist, and the other one Ben Davison. So what are your thoughts about his statement regarding what Joshua did wrong in the Ruiz bout? I mean, he said Joshua is trying to box. He doesn't know if he wants to box or fight. He's trying to mix both together at the same time, which doesn't really go along, except you are used to it already. So I would like to hear your thoughts on that, man. Your take on that. Yeah, Coach Ben. Yeah, Coach Ben. Papa Gandhi says he's coming back. Yeah, for sure, he's coming back, and they're coming to reclaim his status, man. And the original right now is a very happy man. You know, he's been getting all the balls, and which is very nice. I appreciate it. Aeon says AJ wins. AJ caught him with left hook and knocked him down. AJ best punch is his right hand. He just need better defense and land the right hand. We know Ruiz get hit in all his fights. Shout out to Bobby Desiderio says I absolutely agree with Bob Arum. That was not a Joshua we all know with the logo of fuck fear and stay hungry. Yeah, I mean was Joshua afraid in the Ruiz battle? I don't think he was afraid. I just think the concussion he had during sparring, 8 days prior to sparring, 8 days prior to the Ruiz bout, is what might have made him lose some confidence. But we know Joshua's not afraid of anyone. He's ready to go in there and bang. I understand? So do you guys think Eddie Hearn talks up Joshua too much? Like, do you think the hype is necessary right now? Do you think the too much talking is necessary from Eddie Hearn? Do you guys think? Because I personally, I don't think Eddie Hearn should be that talkative, because at the end of the day, he's not the one getting the ring. It is Joshua getting the ring, and Joshua will be the one to do the job. The last time there was just too much pressure on Joshua. Joshua needed to perform. He wanted to perform. That's why after he knocked Ruiz down with a very excellent combinations, and then with a left hook, woof. After he threw an uppercut there, I watched it again. He threw some uppercut there, but Ruiz, kind of missed it, and he missed. Joshua did not use his jab that much, and this time around, he wants to actually flatten Ruiz. I think he should go in there, keep Ruiz on the distance. You know what I mean? Don't trade with him. Keep him on the distance, boss his head off, and just get along with it, man. No need to go in there and try to knock him out quick, because I don't think you can do it. Yes, Joshua can knock him out, but I don't think it's necessary, because right now that will be his last chance. Okay, his last chance to actually reclaim his titles, man. Because after that, the titles are gonna go elsewhere. They are gonna go. Ruiz Jr. is going to have to defend it, except he fights Deontay Water. If he defeats Joshua in the rematch, except he go into the Water fight straight. Without that, he will have to defend it, and I don't see Ruiz Jr. beating Alexander Usyk. I don't see Ruiz Jr. beating Dillian White. He's Anthony Joshua mentally weak now. I don't know. People are saying that Anthony Joshua is now mentally weak. He now has Ruiz Jr. on his mind. That knockdown, the loss will always be on his mind. He wants to redeem it. So him, wanting to redeem it might actually get him in trouble again. I don't actually think so, because Joshua took the loss very well, like a gentleman. This is how you take losses. Some guys, when they lose, they don't want to go out. They don't want to talk to anyone. They just stay sad. I mean, you gotta listen. If you come up short in life, you gotta get back up and keep moving no stopping. Because I remember back in the day when I had to struggle a lot. I remember back in the days I had to actually sell newspaper in the street. You know what I mean? So, that did not stop me, because I knew where I was going. I knew who I am. I knew I could do it. I didn't just let my mentality stay on the street mentality and just say, oh, I'm going to be selling newspapers and all that and finish, But I kept working out. I kept moving. I never stopped. I never backed down. I never got intimidated by any goddamn person. I keep moving. Then go to my final destination, which is not the final destination, but better than before. You know what I mean? So life is step by step. Life not turn by turn, like we always say in Nigeria. Your time will come and then you move it. Joshua, gave Ruiz Jr. his shine. He's made Ruiz Jr. a superstar in his country. He's the reason why Ruiz Jr. had the opportunity to meet the Mexican president. Without Joshua, Ruiz Jr. wouldn't be able to do that. Before I continue, let me read some comments from Bobby Desito on the end of this. I wasn't commented yet again. Abiodun Oyetunji is and then you have Tony C as well, and then Unwogu Dominic. So first of all, Abiodun says tremendous left hook. I have to say that it's true, bro. That was one hell of a left hook, man. I cannot lie. Tony C says, I agree, guys. Sometimes AJ needs to feel a fight coming. I was a slow starter. AJ's human. He bosses and fights, but they are really the same thing. Listen, AJ just needs to get back to who I used to be. I mean, before the Klitschko bout, AJ was not a really a guy who wanted to be Muhammad Ali. You know what I mean? 2.0. He wanted to be himself. He was himself. He went in there, destroyed people. He went in there without fear. And now it looks like AJ wants to box. Since the Klitschko fight, he wants to box. He wants to get better technically, which I think he should do, but not to allow yourself, go away, especially not to kind of completely abandon your style, because this AJ style is to go in there and destroy. His defense was even much better than he is right now, because at that time he had no fear going in the fight. But right now it tends to have a lot of pressure on him. But the next time I think it's going to be different. But I don't think Eddie should be talking talking big stuff like this, because let Joshua go in there and do it, because all this talking up someone and all this stuff is the reason why Joshua might have felt the need to perform. But we know Joshua can drop Ruiz Jr. We know that it can stop him and finish him, but only if he concentrate on the job and stick to the game plan, because you could tell during the first during the fifth or sixth round, it was just very. I mean, after that third round, he got concussed and started asking his coach, "What punch did he hit me with? Like, what the hell is that? He just never been like that." So it's just crazy, how everything unfolded. I want to see him back, and I want to see him back in a very good fashion, and I believe that he can do it. I believe that 85 king of the world can do it, can come back, and can reclaim his belt. Man, nobody can stop it, man. Nobody can stop it. Let me continue to read the comments there. Onwogu Dominic said, BBC bro, my take is that AJ should keep him at the outside with a jab and win the fight round by round. Win is a win. Yeah. He has to do that, but he has to also perform. You know what I mean? He has to do that for sure. He has to go in there. That's what I wanted to do, but he should not completely forget himself, because if you start doing that and then Ruiz Jr. try to pressure him, and then it just will lose concentration. So he should mix both together, aggressiveness and staying on the outside with a jab, and then keeping Ruiz Jr. on the bay. But Ruiz Jr. now, remember, Ruiz Jr. after knocking down Joshua 4 times is going to be even more confident of stopping Joshua in the next time. But the advantage for Joshua is that he's going to actually grow into the fight, and he's going to actually show Ruiz Jr., listen, you underestimated me. You think I'm coming in here to lay down again, but you're gonna see something very strange, and Ruiz Jr. would not know what hit him in the ring when that happens, man. And by the way, before that bout, and Joshua's dad has some things to say as well. I mean, he wanted Joshua to be pulled out of the fight, but and the Hearn of Metro Boxing, according to what we heard so far, did not allow it. So but Hearn has denied it. I don't know who's telling the truth, but I feel like Joshua's father would never lie, regarding the son, because we saw it after the post fight. At the post fight was not interview when Joshua's dad wanted to attack it here. So let me continue to read the comments right here. Tennessee says he's on the job training. company cross, franchise managers, etc. They all lose games and market value, but it's okay because it's not a number in the loss column. You are great on this channel. Thanks, bro. I appreciate it. Appreciate the support so far, and from all of you guys all over the world, man. British people, Americans, Nigerians, Thai people, Chinese people. All of you guys writing me on Instagram, all of you guys, man, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. All of you guys giving me some very credible information. But you are. I call them the BBC FBI, man. They are very, very good, and they've been helping me so far with the recent news that I've been getting. So, let me read. Wogo Dominic said, "Let people talk. That more reason why he should win the fight anyhow, even if he's just a Packer style." Okay, even if it's just a Packer style, meaning keeping him on the bay, keeping him on the outside with a jab. That's what I want him to do. But I also want him to go in there and not show fear. I mean, Ruiz Jr. Look at the guy, Ruiz Jr. Where is it? Right? Let me look at it. And there is, yeah. So how can Joshua be afraid of this guy? Like, isn't crazy this guy? This guy, like in the ring. I mean, Joshua started immediately the first bell rang. Joshua started fighting on the back foot. Like, that was not the Joshua we know, because Joshua, if they both traded in the first round, Joshua would have stopped him. Stopped him bad. Stopped him bad. You know what I mean? You would have hurt him and stopped him. But Joshua started fighting on the back foot as soon as the first bell rang. And that was a little bit strange, in my opinion. That is not the Joshua we know. And we hope that all is corrected soon. Let me read some comments before I log off. I'll be right back again. To talk about other stuff. Being treated as a king in Mexico. Some of you guys would like to hear, some of you guys wouldn't, but I think Ruiz is a very nice guy. We should support him anyway. In Wafero, Morris say AJ must put Mr. Nice Guy attitude aside and bring more aggressiveness in the ring. Right, bro. Tony C says win is a win. He may feel like making a statement now for his own confidence. I don't know. He shouldn't do that. He just has to go there and boss ring around, claim those titles back. And then let Water and Fury underestimate him. And when they step in the ring with him, show his real self, man. Maybe just did it. All what he did to see how use of a star is. Listen, Ruiz Jr. Listen, look at Ruiz Jr. Followers on Instagram. 920K. 920K. Without Joshua, this guy wouldn't be able to do that. Meeting the president of Mexico. Can you imagine it? Without Joshua, he wouldn't. Even if it be Water, he wouldn't be able to do that. So that should always tell you that Joshua is a star. Anybody that beats Joshua now not only gets recognition, they get famous and they become a star overnight. Ruiz Jr. became a star overnight, and I'm very happy and glad for this guy because I read about it. I read about the story. This guy wanted to quit boxing. This guy at some point wanted to quit boxing. He was just done, struggling and suffering. He had no money. I read the story. So now look at the guy right here. Meeting the president of Mexico. Let's go there.
I'm about to meet the president with the team.
The team. I mean, why do you? I don't dislike this guy, and I will never dislike the guy.
So
Understand? Although he said something very, very, very fishy recently, but I think he's a good guy. He's not just water. Look at the guy. Listen, Canelo has never gotten Canelo has never been honored like this in Mexico. Oscar de la Hoya, a great boxing legend, has never been honored like this in Mexico. That should tell you something. Ruiz became a boxing star, a star overnight in Mexico, with a win over Joshua. That should tell you that Joshua brings blessings. Like I said before, Joshua brings fame. Joshua brings recognition. Joshua brings money. That's just a fact. So him beating Joshua brought him all this stuff, man.
Este es el campeón de la vida.
¿Los dos?
Sí, que no sé cuál es. Ah, es el de la WA. Así para comando. Nos vamos a
So, why should you hate a guy? I don't hate a guy because I feel like this guy, he wanted to quit boxing. Wasn't it last year? He talked about quitting boxing. He talked about giving up in life. He talked about going to do some other stuff. But, so that's why I say he holds Anthony Joshua, the unified heavyweight king of the whole goddamn universe. He holds them, everything that he has right now. Because Joshua didn't have to give him the chance to fight him. They didn't have to give him the opportunity, but he gave him. Because Joshua is a guy, he's a warrior, he's a competitor, he's a guy who wants to fight everyone. Unlike Wilder and other guys who are duckers, who keep fighting bums after bums after bums. So, my advice would be, if Joshua defeats Ruiz Jr. in a rematch, he should start going the same route Joshua, Wilder and Fury has been going. Listen, fight 3 bums and then one good matchup. Fight 2 bums. Well, listen, that's what I'm gonna say, because Joshua fought killers after killers after killers. Ruiz Jr., you might see the guy and say, well, he's not a killer. Yeah, we know that he has a feather-fisted hand, but he's still dangerous. Like, he's a heavyweight. He's heavyweight. He can knock you out. If you make a mistake, heavyweights can knock you out. Anytime in the day, anywhere. That's just the fact. So let me read some comments before I log off. We have some things to do. The C says, yeah, nice outside the ring is refreshing, isn't, but a little more bang in the ring, sure. Continues, I hope AJ stands his ground. Everyone backs up against Ruiz. Ruiz loves that. I will take it to him, but not trade either. This guy says Ruiz know that he's having to defend his best now. AJ in the pro now mindset. Amzat Damilari say correlations to Randy Ruiz, but AJ will be back by God's grace. Michael O'Donnell says AJ is the king, lost to a fact. Rematch will be over in 2 bones fake plans. Well, I don't want to entertain you because you want to be entertained, whatever your name is. I guess that Ruiz you're calling a bum will beat your ass off, beat you very well, because some people, listen, Ruiz Jr. is not a bum, okay? He's a B-level fighter, but he's not a bum, okay? He's not A-level fighter, he's not A-level fighter, that's for sure, but he's not a bum, okay? Ruiz Jr. will beat Dominic Brazil, beat Mr. Van. Understand? He will beat everyone what has ever fought other than Tyson Fury. I feel like Tyson Fury will beat him because Tyson Fury will just keep him on the outside. But Ruiz Jr. still has a puncher's chance. Listen, Steve Cunningham, a cruiserweight dropped Tyson Fury. Ruiz Jr. can do that as well. So in every division, anything can happen. Anything can happen. Anything goes. So, thanks guys. Go follow me on Instagram at Boxing Block Center. I guess I'll be right back very soon. If not, we talk later then, right here, follow me there right here, man. And go follow me on Facebook at the Box Center as well. Follow me on Twitter at Boxing Block. So, thanks for the support so far. Enjoy the music.